Hello, Namaskar and Adab to all my friends from your friend astrologer and guide Irfan, once more with you from your very own channel Astro Assurance. So far we have done the analysis of 3 signs of the zodiac, which is Aries, Taurus and Gemini. Today we will be talking about the probable results that Cancer natives can get for the month of April 2020. Now this month of April is extremely important for almost all the zodiac signs because of the presence of Jupiter and Saturn together along with Mars in Capricorn. And why is it important? Is because Jupiter is getting into its debilitation sign, Saturn is getting into its own sign of Capricorn after more than 28 and a half years, and Mars is getting into its exaltation sign. Now for different signs it could mean different. However, for Cancer natives this could be a jackpot of sorts. Why am I saying it's a jackpot of sorts? Because through the month you will have very strong energies of planets in their own signs or in the exaltation signs, and towards the end of the month it is like much better. That's like a dream come true for Cancer natives, especially in the month of April. And the jackpot is more from a relationship point of view and then work related point of view. And why am I saying this? Now just look at these placements. Saturn for Cancer natives rules your 7th house of relationship and also your 8th house of transformations, upheavals, obstacles, challenges. Mars rules your 10th house of work but also your 5th house of romance, and Jupiter rules your 6th house of challenge in relationship and even a break of a relationship or loss of relationship, but also the 9th house of second marriages, second relations, also of spirituality, long distance travel, luck, gain, fate. So for some of you, very strong focus on relationships in a good manner is there. So if you have been in a love relationship for a long period of time and you have committed, you are in a committed relationship, that can come by, and strong chances of that because of 5th lord going into the 7th house, 7th lord being in the 7th house, and Jupiter the ruler of the 9th house of religious ceremonies going into the 7th house. Now this is stronger for men than for women. Why is it stronger for men? Is because Jupiter does not denote spouse for a man, whereas for a woman Jupiter denotes a spouse. So for Cancer women this is an okay sign. However, for Cancer men this is a great sign because Venus, which is the karaka of the woman in your life, which also rules your 4th house and also 11th house of aspirations fulfillment, is placed in the 11th house of aspirations fulfillment and the domestic peace and mental happiness. So what does this mean? It means that you can have start of the month in April either getting into a long-term committed relationship, which could even be a marriage. The other thing could be that if you are not in a committed relationship but you are, say for example, dating somebody and the pillars of the relationships are not very strong, that means commitment is flagging from either side or from one side, and socially that acceptance is not there or not yet. Then there is a strong chance of somebody coming back, maybe after years of losing contact, maybe 7 or 8 years that you have lost in touch contact with somebody who could have been that Venus for you, is coming back into your life and in the form of justice being served. Why justice being served? Saturn and Jupiter together, whenever they come in a sign, especially in a sign of either Saturn or Jupiter, gives you a judgment. This is judgment time and fairness. So this is a time where you will be served justice, you will be served fairness. So if for some reason your relationship is being in ups and downs and upheavals, so now that person comes back to you in your life who probably you lost touch with, or you have not been in touch with since 7 or 8 years or even longer, or a new relationship develops in April, where justice is served in the manner of relationships for you. And why is it important? Because Mars is the 5th lord of love and getting in an exaltation sign in the 7th house. So this love interest is going to come and create exaltation in your married life. It's going to give you stability, it's going to give you love, it's going to give you commitment. Why commitment? Because 9th house of second marriage is Jupiter, or 9th house of religious ceremonies is also getting into the 7th house. So it could be either a religious ceremony you get married, or a second relationship comes by in the form of a religious ceremony, which means a socially acceptable relationship which comes by in the month of April. This manifests stronger later part of the month. Why? Because the second house or second lord of family dependence, Sun, which is at the start of the month placed in your 9th house, gets into the 10th house in an exaltation sign of Aries towards the end of the month. And Mercury, which rules your 12th house of relationships and the 3rd house of effort, which means you have been trying to work very hard on your relationship front. 12th house is also the house of bed pleasures, and it is also hidden relationship. So if a relationship which was not open in the society and it was hidden, and you're working and you're putting a lot of effort on that's Lord Mercury is going through a transformation sign in the 8th house, which is also the death of a relationship or culmination of a relationship and the start of another relationship. So either the old relationship goes through transformation, upheaval, and then comes out much better, or start of a new relationship, because Mercury gets in along with Sun in the 10th house end of the month. So the house of 3rd house of effort, 12th house of blood pleasures, and the 2nd house of family life comes together in an exaltation sign in Aries. Aries ruled by Mars, which also rules your 5th house of romance, and comes into and is placed in the 7th house of relationship. So this is an extremely powerful sign for a relationship point of view for Cancerians. Second, for children's point of view, it is very good, because 5th house also denotes children, and 5th lord is going into the 7th house and also rules the 10th house, which means children could do very well, and if children are old enough, their career could take a good leap, could start off very, very well towards the end of the month. A long distance travel is also seen for you, a long distance travel to a foreign land, maybe whose process may start in the month of April, which could manifest in a couple of months. Why? Because Rahu is right now transiting through your 12th house. 12th house, if you know, is a foreign lands, and Rahu denotes foreign lands. So by September, when Rahu transits into your 11th house, that could strongly come about. So in the next month or so, or 2 months, you start off a process which culminates in the next 2 to 3 months. And why this is important is because towards the end of the month of April, your Lagna Lord Moon gets into its exaltation sign in Taurus in the 11th house. So aspirations will be fulfilled at the end of the month of April, because Moon is placed with Venus, means aspirations being fulfilled through a Venus, through love interest, through a committed love interest, which will spark off a new phase in your life and you will get ahead. This also shows that there will be a movement ahead in terms of your career, or in terms of your work, and how your work takes on from here, starting with or being brought about by a lady luck. So this is a good time for Cancer natives. So long distance travel, spiritual journeys, business interests happening well, children doing very well, new love interests, or even for those who are out of one relation, another relationship, a committed sacrimonious with the sanctity of society happening now, which is a religious ceremony, so which means marriage happening for a lot of Cancer people, or strong chances, or the start of a relationship which ends in marriage can start for Cancer natives in the month of April. The flip side for this is that you need to be a little careful of your health, because 12th lord Mercury is passing through your 8th house and then going to get through your 9th house and your 10th house. So in long distance travel, if you're planning that or you are in the process of going for a long distance travel, then be careful, because health may get affected, and you don't want in such a good month that you take any chances with your health. From a property point of view, spouse's property and shared property with spouse is getting clicked. So matters of spouses and your property are also under focus. So some development may happen there, where either there is a matter of being resolved there, or matters being closed there, or even purchase of property or sale of property may also happen towards the end of the month in April. So friends, this is my analysis for Cancer natives for the month of April 2020. Please like this video, please share this video, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not done so yet. And if you are looking for a personal consultation from me, please reach out to me at the links given below. And till we meet some other time, this is your friend, astrologer and guide Irfan, signing off. Ciao.